Okay.
We're just going from the hotel at Boscombe to Boscombe Pier.
Yeah, and so that's Boscombe Pier there, and what we thought we'd do is drive to where we might have launched from if it wasn't the problem with the spot tracker, which is down there, and in the background is the next pier, which is Bournemouth Pier. And so the Groin we normally launch from is there, got very shallow. The bright idea June thought of is saying, well, why not take a walk checking out the groins and what the depth is back along the beach. And I thought, yeah, brilliant idea, because we can finish at Boscombe Pier, right? We can check out the amusements on the pier, and then we've got a nice warm place like the Harvester at the end of it. And of course the key thing is we can confirm what the weather's like. So we're getting close to sunset, but as we expected there might be rain coming in, so we've got to check those things. So hopefully we'll get a bit of sleep later tonight. But that's it. All right, so just nice relaxed walk along the beach, starting at the zigzag steps Groin. Paddle boarders, and we paused here. There's a cafe here, the Prom Diner at Boscombe, and we're swapping over so that I can film as June is driving. So, right, here we go.
Yeah. Put the seatbelt on.
Yeah, I'll put the seatbelt on. You hold it back there. It's rolling.
Yeah.
Oh. Right, there you go. Thank you. Right, so. Oh, I see the other possibility. You get one of these little beach chalets, can't you? So, it's still looking like really good conditions. We haven't checked things like the rain radar. What June wants to do is take a walk along, checking out these, back to the pier, Boscombe Pier.
No, that wasn't what I wanted to do.
Oh, sorry, what did you want to do, dear? Sorry.
Go for a walk where we were, back at the hotel.
Oh, right, okay, sorry, dear. Okay, no, sorry. No, I modified that. I thought it'd be nice to go to the launch spot and just see what that's like. But she did say, if you remember, dear, we might check out the depth of the groins,
yes,
which was the important thing. And the depth of the groins I'd like to check out are those starting with the one that we normally launch from, near the zigzag steps, which is a good bit longer, walking back, and of course distance to walk comes into it. So anytime June can change her mind, and I'll be happy with that, because this is looking brilliant. Well, can we go all the way to the zigzag steps where we were parked?
There.
Oh, is it? Are we? Well, let's go right to it. Yeah, go to right where we... The interesting thing is, of course, that earlier we've got easy access in and out with the ticket we bought, and but now after a certain time it's free anyhow. So yeah, there's the zigzag steps, but it was further than where I first thought, wasn't it, where the park was. So it was keep on going, right, because I thought it was that one, but it was a bit further, so it's the where they parked.
Yeah, which is this one.
This one, that's it. So that's it. So that's the Groin we normally go from, and so we park in the same spot as we did before, right, which was the next slot to the Groin, wasn't it? Just there. Yeah. That's it. So that's where we were last time. So, right, we've got to wind up the windows and check it out. Okie dokie.
These are my other coat on.
Yeah, okay, right. Right, we're going to walk that long distance to the first Groin and see what it's like. Freddie and his girlfriend, I assume, from Bournemouth University, media studies, etc. Checking out the sunset and giving us some local advice. And now we're going to carry on to the next groin. So that obviously is easy peasy still. So what, we're coming up to approaching 1700 summertime, but tonight the clock's changed, so that would make it now oh, what would it be, 1600 GMT, is it?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah.
Which of course is universal time. So we're now walking up to the next groin, and that of course is towards where we're going to end up in the warm, which is the pier. Wow, yeah, water's not so cold, is it? Yeah, it's not cold at all. Hey! Wow! Yeah.
George, come on! George!
Right, we're coming up to the next groin. Groin 19. Again, very easy conditions. Oh, this is groin 20. Yes, wind isn't too bad because we're in the shelter of the cliffs. Peter measured the wind speed, and even on the top, which is what it would be out to sea, then it wasn't that strong, but it was strong enough, plenty strong enough for a launch. But of course the rain radar forecast looked as though we'd probably miss it completely, but it's obviously right on the threshold. That looks like wet weather coming in, but hopefully it'll be okay. Here's the guys with the paddle boards. With Boscombe Pier in the background, which we're going to check out. With the harvester. Yeah, this is groin 21. There's a big drop either side of it, so we've got to walk around.
28, isn't it?
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
28?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
20 and 28.
Yeah, so the main practical thing was we've got to walk around it. But anyhow, all of these still very easy conditions, which is great. Oh, we don't know what this groin number is, but again it's different. And somebody's made a little sandcastle or something with a doggy footprint in it. But this is different again. So one could climb into the bar area, which is a very good safety arrangement. And as long as the water level for our boats was anywhere up here, and it looks as though it does come up there at the right high tide, then there's plenty enough depth. Hey, I can see something else here. Even better, June. There's a stream coming out here. So, hey, yeah, come and have a look at this. Yeah, so you've also got water flowing out from a tunnel, which gives you a bit of an advantage. Now, this looks a good groin. So it's just car parking that might be a problem. Right. And weather conditions are still perfect. Right, just seen all the good things about that particular groin that had water flowing out from it, which is not just the spot at high tide, but other things not far away. Possibly the flats, but much more important, a diner just there, and no distance at all to toilets, which are a sign of civilization, and just there near the entrance to the car parking strip, and of course not far from the pier itself and the harvester. The key thing is there's all these little things, and I bet you that people hire those out at a sensible price. So if somebody wants to use one of those for a night or two, can probably do a deal with somebody. Makes you realise that the recce that June suggested, even though she thought, oh, a different bit of beach, was well worth it. Okay, a bit further, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, we're under the pier now, Boscombe Pier. There's the toilets, there's the entrance to the car park, and now, if it rains, yeah, we know where we can shelter temporarily. Yeah. Oh look, there you go. Or if you get cold, there's always, we're going to have a barbie. I prefer the idea of where we usually go, inside the harvester. Right, let's take a look at the sunset. Ah, actually I just saw that. That's a good spot in these conditions. Look at that. Yeah. Know where we're going to go doing it. Alright, flat area there. Yeah. Yeah, Jim? Yeah. So, there's an easy little route out there to walk along, and again, depending on the depth and depending on the tide, one could launch from there. Now, it had been suggested before, but it had also been suggested to dangle the boat over the edge of the pier until we had a look, and there are those safety arrangements, so it wouldn't get very far. But in these sort of conditions, probably almost at any tide level, one could pass it off and just see which way the wind's blowing, and it looks as though it's blowing towards the west and the sunset, so dropping it off on the other side, it will go away and make its way out, as long as it's in sufficiently deep water.